Now, thank you so much guys for watching, and please welcome back once again to my channel. Please subscribe just in case you are here for the first time, and also don't forget to press the notification bell so that YouTube can automatically update you immediately I post a video here. Otherwise, I really want to appreciate my subscribers so much, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is currently. So feel very much welcome as you watch, and I really don't take your support for granted. So Raila Odinga took his anger and his frustrations to the U.S. Ambassador to Kenya, Meg Whiteman, after responding to her very rudely in a meeting that was attended by the U.S. delegates and the diplomats, led by the Delaware Senator, well known as Chris Coons, and who was sent by the U.S. President Joe Biden himself. So Meg Whiteman was addressing the U.S. Chamber of Commerce Regional Business Summit, whereby she made a statement that in the previous 2022 general elections, Kenyans conducted a very peaceful, a very democratic, and a very transparent elections that has never ever done before in the history of the Republic of Kenya. So that statement alone made Raila Odinga to become very angry, very bitter, and very much upset. And this is how Raila Odinga responded to Meg Whiteman in that meeting. So let me just read for you what Raila Odinga said. Most of the American diplomats have the audacity to misrepresent facts in our country. Like the American ambassador addressed the American businessmen, saying that Kenyans in the last year, August, did the most transparent democratic elections in the history of Kenya. I told her that she did not know which country she was talking about. I did not know which Kenya she was talking about. Therefore, Raila Odinga proceeds to say that we are so surprised to see these diplomats completely turning a blind eye to violations of fundamental human rights in Kenya in the name of development. So the point here is that after reading that statement by Raila Odinga, first of all, Raila Odinga is too much bitter with the United States. The reasons as to why Raila Odinga is too much bitter with the Americans is that, first of all, there is that belief that the US was the ones who made William Ruto to become the president of the Republic of Kenya. According to the Azimio la Umoja Alliance supporters, according to the Azimio la Umoja Alliance leader, strongly believes that the US did not support Raila Odinga at all. They strongly believe that Raila Odinga had everything here in Kenya to become the president of the Republic of Kenya, including the deep state and the support from the former president Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. The people who made Raila Odinga not to become the president of the Republic of Kenya are the Americans who supported William Ruto thoroughly. And the reasons as to why the US does not support Raila Odinga is because Raila Odinga from the beginning, or since the beginning, he has never ever liked how the US or the US, assist the Africans. That is why Raila Odinga has been calling out the African regions to resist the support from the Western countries. So there's that belief that the US supported William Ruto to become the president of the Republic of Kenya, and that is why Raila Odinga is too much bitter with the US. Secondly, ladies and gentlemen, the fact is that Raila Odinga does not want the US or the international community from interfering with the matters to do with Kenyans, especially the mass actions that Raila Odinga has been conducting all along. There's this statement made by the US President Joe Biden that he was urging Raila Odinga to call off his mass actions across the country as a sign of goodwill, because the American administrations is too much against the mass actions and the demonstrations across the country, because it's really affecting the foreign investors here in Kenya, and it's really affecting the businesses of the US delegates and the diplomats. There's no peaceful country. This is not a peaceful country. It can lead to chaos and violence. And that is why the US President himself, Joe Biden, had to send the Delaware Senator, Chris Coons, and other U.S. diplomats to come and meet with Raila Odinga, and also they met with the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua so that they can discuss on how to end the mass actions. But in that meeting, ladies and gentlemen, which I have the facts that Raila Odinga did not have any problem having a meeting or having a dialogue with President William Ruto. But Raila Odinga made some conditions that must be responded, must be met, must be that William Ruto must respond to his demands before before he agrees to end the mass action. Like for example, Raila Odinga was saying that for him to end the mass actions, William Ruto must appoint the IEBC officials afresh. Also, Raila Odinga was saying that he wants the IEBC servers to be opened, and also he wants the high cost of living to be lowered down. Sorry for that, guys. So that is how that meeting ended. But Rigathi Gachagua, on his side, who was representing President William Ruto, made it very clear that there's no way that William Ruto can sit with the opposition to have a dialogue. There's no way that can happen. Let the opposition still remain in the opposition, simply because Raila Odinga is doing all of these things as a way of getting it through the handshake, which cannot happen in the Kenya Kwanza Alliance government. So basically, Raila Odinga does not want the US or the international community to interfere with the matters to do with the Republic of Kenya. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, Raila Odinga, up to date, he has never ever accepted that he lost the previous 2022 general elections to President William Samoei Ruto. And that is why Raila Odinga, up to date, is still having hopes that he can successfully kick out William Ruto from State House and become or officially take over as the President of the Republic of Kenya. That is why he has been using all means to frustrate William Ruto's government, so that, because he is too much bitter, so that he can give William Ruto so much hard time and he can be called into the government and be offered a position. What Raila Odinga wants is that he does not want to become out of the government without any work to do. What Raila Odinga wants is basically a position. And I don't know why Raila Odinga takes so much bitterness that he does not want to take the opposition role, because opposition is not a very bad thing. Even if William Ruto would have been defeated in the previous 2022 general elections, I strongly believe that William Ruto would have taken the part of the opposition role, and he would have taken the duties and the roles of the opposition without causing chaos and violence here in Kenya. So Raila Odinga strongly believe that he defeated William Ruto in the previous 2022 general elections. That is why he has challenged William Ruto to open the IEBC servers to the public so that they can see how Raila Odinga won the elections. That is why, ladies and gentlemen, Raila Odinga is frustrating William Ruto so much with something to do with these IEBC servers. That is how Raila Odinga is too much bitter when he sees William Ruto addressing or becoming or being the president of the Republic of Kenya. So that was it, ladies and gentlemen. That was my analysis for today. I don't know what you think about this. Do you support Raila Odinga's statement responding to the US Ambassador to Kenya, Meg Whiteman? What can you say about that statement by Raila Odinga? Because if I was asked the same question, I do not support totally how Raila Odinga responded to Meg Whiteman, and especially when Raila Odinga came to disclose to the public on what they discussed during that meeting. You know, he wanted to slam the US Ambassador to Kenya, Meg Whiteman. He wanted to shame the US Ambassador to Kenya, Meg Whiteman. That was it. I don't know what you think. That was my opinion. Let me hear your thoughts on the comment section below. Otherwise, Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until next time, my name is Json. Bye bye.